Oh, God, okay.
All right, Daybro Show.
Daybro Show.
Episode number, insert number here.
Yeah.
Whatever we don't post.
You know, it's really great to be on episode. And
like, our past episodes have been, we're still getting used to this.
Yeah.
We're still trying to get a flow and figure it out.
We're also still trying to get good at it.
Yeah. Well, we don't write anything down.
No.
We don't plan it. We literally just cooked supper for 8 people.
Yeah.
And then, after the supper for 8 people, we said, hey, we should record a show before to date ourselves. It's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's also Groundhog Day.
It's also Groundhog's Day.
Which is like do you think do you think that the Super Bowl, like the players that are in the Super Bowl, they're sitting there and they're watching the news in the morning and they're like, come on, short winner, come on, and then it doesn't happen and it affects their play in the Super Bowl and like they lose, like, he's like comes out all Peyton Manning's all bummed and he's like,
it's gonna be a long
winner.
I swear it has never been a short winter. It's never been. It's always like, well, it's gonna be 6 weeks longer again. Like,
well, I
guess at this point, it's just that's how long winter is.
There's no. Well, I read something that it's every time the groundhog's really correct most of the time. Like he's usually right. Well, and I've been through the city because I drive a truck for a living. If you've listened before, as you know.
Yeah.
And when you drive through the city of Punxsutawney or something, it's some weird Indian name.
Yeah.
Because Indians, they just had time to sit there and be like, this will be called... they weren't like, we're going to name it, Doyle. They were like, we're going to name it really long name, so whenever we're taking over, it's really hard for other people to pronounce. But it's like Punxsutawney or something like that. And the mayor, who has a big curly mustache and a top hat.
Yeah.
He,
Punxsutawney Phil.
Whatever.
Punxsutawney, I think is what it is.
Yeah, I know his name's Phil. And in the movie Groundhog Day, Bill Murray's character's name is Phil. Mm-hmm. Which is cool. I don't know if it's cool as much as good writing. Well, I'm not sure if it's good writing as much as it's just writing.
I wouldn't say that film was written terribly well.
I like it. It's one of Bill Murray's best movies. I mean, not that he has like a bunch of really good movies.
Yeah.
Like he's just a cool guy,
Yeah. He's got a couple good.
Well, he's like moss in a tree. He's just a fun guy. Come on, we're trying to be cool.
Come on, Tanner, that was
yeah, but anyway,
like
the whole city.
When you watch videos, like if enough people watch them, you can like see like when people quit watching the video.
that's when
it's like next, it's like right then. So I guess we can say whatever we want from this point on.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, how freeing, because we were held by the bounds of
by people listening to this program.
Yeah. I was really worried about that. Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't really worried about it.
Bill Murray, man. The only thing I'd ever critique him on is that whenever he's in a serious role, he's very...
Serious?
No, he's very catatonic.
Yeah, he is. He's...
Like Broken Flowers, like... Okay, like, I like a slowed down feel of a film. Like, about Schmidt, Lost in Translation, holy... Yeah. Like, that was such a good movie.
Yep.
And then Broken Flowers, like, it's just like a scene of him just kind of sitting there, and then his girlfriend breaks up with him, and he walks over to his friend's house, and then they just kind of stare at each other. And then one guy says one thing, long ass pause, and the other one says something else. It was just like... Well, if there's something deep being said, or there's something that was like really coming across, then yeah, I would have been like cool with that. But Broken Flowers, it was just a shitty movie.
Well, do you know something that whenever I watch a movie and someone says something amazing, I think we're about to be interrupted. Interruption.
We don't get priority ever. What are you even talking about?
Bill Murray, but okay, are we recording?
Yes.
Okay, back from the interruption.
All
We now have a puppy with us.
Now that puppy.
But what's something in movies
This-
that happens a lot
yeah.
that kind of annoys me, it's like something very profound will be said. And then it's not acknowledged. But in real life, guess what? If something really profound is said, everyone's like, wow, that was really profound, man. I'm like, it's never acknowledged.
Yeah.
And in movies that it is always really bad, like Orange County, and it like, do you remember Orange County with Jason Lee? And, like, it's like
They basically
it's
spent the second half of the film talking about what that film was about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Jack Black comes and messes everything up. And
Yeah.
we watched a movie last night. It Might Get Loud.
Oh yeah. I also want to talk about the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" video.
Yeah.
We'll do that next episode. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So It Might Get Loud.
Might Get Loud. Wonderful movie.
It follows Jack White, Jimmy Page, and The Edge are all going to do a concert together, and it shows the leading up to that concert and them kind of just talking about different things and their love for the electric guitar.
Yeah.
Just as good as you think.
Yeah, it's about as awesome as you'd hope it would be.
It's really good, and the way it opens and everything. It's just a good movie.
I mean, it's a rockumentary.
Don't ever. It's a documentary about three guys that play rock and roll.
Yeah. Okay. And the first thing in the film, there's no spoilers here. I could tell you everything in the film, and you'd watch it, you'd be like, "Wow, that's still totally awesome."
But we might as well just say spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Okay, the very first thing that is in the film.
Do you have to say spoiler? Like, do you have to be like we might as well say spoiler alert? Yeah, spoiler alert. Maybe because we said it so much now, we can just go on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. We should have a siren that goes on. Spoiler alert. Because no one else does that. Oh, everyone.
Yeah, actually, I think every other person has a spoiler alert.
Maybe we just shouldn't announce it anymore.
Yeah, well, like, I don't know. It's like, I don't really care if you tell me the ending of a film. It's just like, it's going to have the same impact. If you like The Sixth Sense, like, oh yeah, Bruce Willis turns out to be dead at the end.
Spoiler. Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, like.
But you don't know through the whole movie. You know what this
Harry Potter dies. Sirius Black dies.
But wait, hold on.
Dumbledore's gay.
But hold on. Wait,
they end up throwing the ring into the Mount of Mordor, and everything turns out to be fine. What's another spoiler?
Wait, but can I go ahead and say a better ending to Harry Potter is if Harry Potter really does die. Because he's killed by Voldemort. That's right, I said Voldemort. If he gets killed by Voldemort, because he gets killed by Voldemort, and then he just goes into this weird kind of, it's almost like he gets knocked out and Dumbledore hangs out in his brain and is like, hey, important things and more important things. And then he comes back to life.
He's just like, hey man, what's going on? Oh shit, it's Dumbledore. You don't know that whenever you die, you just hang out.
Yeah, you just hang out.
Cheetos. They say it's really good. I had a lot of time to make them.
You just hang out with me. Can I see your penis?
They're magical Cheetos.
They've been blessed.
So you sure you want to come back to life?
Yeah.
I got plenty of Cheetos. Magical Cheetos. They're just regular Cheetos. I figured you put oregano on them.
Yeah. You put that cheese sauce that's in gas stations on them. That doesn't make them magical.
It's magical, man.
I used to go to the gas station.
Wait, we were gonna say a spoiler on a film. Oh yeah, we're talking about It Might Get Loud.
All right, so It Might Get Loud.
So the thing that I think makes the film really profound is that it's about electric guitars.
Yeah, it is.
And the first thing that happens in the film is Jack White takes a wire, pulls it over two
Coke bottles,
a Coke bottle and two nails on a piece of wood, and then attaches a pickup, and then makes music with it. And he says, "Who says you need a guitar?"
Yeah, and that's actually a good representation of the entire film. Actually, I think it's like, oh wow, there's these three vastly different guitarists, but they all have the same love for it, and that's why they're able to create the music that they all do individually.
Also, I think the Edge, the guitarist of U2, is really underplayed in how talented he is as a guitarist.
Well, and yeah, because I don't okay, here's an example. you can be the most talented musician of all time. But if I don't like the way that music sounds, it doesn't matter. Like The Edge, I don't like U2's music. I don't like it. It doesn't change that he's still really talented. And I can't appreciate what he does, but like I don't like their music. I don't like the noise that he makes out of his guitar. So it doesn't make him shitty. It just makes me not like him. Like not like that music.
Yeah.
It's more of a I don't care for what he's doing with it, even though what he's doing, because most of the sound comes from him of U2.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's electric, like there's a lot of synthesizers, but it's not. It's just a guy with a guitar and a few toys.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thanks for agreeing.
But I agree. But the one thing that was also really profound in the film is that you had 3 different generations of guitarists. You had Jimmy Page from the late 60s, early 70s. You have The Edge from the late 80s, or really just the 80s. And then you have Jack White, who's from the early 2000s and now.
Right.
And they're all still alive now, and they're all still producing wonderful music. But you have Edge on one side that's this total, like he has a brain and a computer that does a lot of the work for him.
Right.
And then you have Jack White on the other end, who literally has a plastic guitar.
Right.
Like that is like a sin
right.
in the guitar community to have a shitty. You bought it at Walmart guitar.
Well, yeah, because he said he even bought it at Montgomery Ward's.
Oh yeah, he bought it at Montgomery
and he said,
Ward's.
"This is my main guitar." Montgomery Ward had this brand, and Sears had this brand, and I got the Montgomery Ward's brand.
Yeah, and that's what he plays. And then you have Jimmy Page, which I felt was a great marriage between crazy technology and like sticking to the roots.
And what's good about Jimmy, what's interesting about it is that even without anything, they're all really good guitarists in their own right.
Yeah.
And of the 3, I think Jack White has the most talent. Like I know Jimmy Page is amazing.
I disagree, just because Jimmy Page is such a good.
But what Jack White was able to do with the White Stripes, him and
I just turned up the volume because we're talking really quietly.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Well, you can change it in there.
No, I think Jimmy Page is a much better guitarist.
Maybe it's not a guitar. I'm not talking about talented guitar-wise. I'm talking about talented musically.
I'm saying in all respects, Jimmy Page is the best of the 3.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
No, it's a fact. It's not an opinion.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can. Jimmy Page is the greatest. And we're fucking.
Oh, that's why you like him so much. He makes me like him. All right. I think that's a good.
So, what did we talk about today?
Bill Murray.
Yeah, Groundhog Day.
I guess this was a movie. We talked about a lot of movies.
Yeah. Well, we kind of changed. Spoiler. Okay, so we talked about Groundhog's Day. We talked about It Might Get Loud.
Yeah, and spoilers.
Next episode, we're going to talk about this really, really interesting video. Our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah. Tell your friends.
Yeah. Tell everyone you know.
And like us. Could you still like things on YouTube?
Hit the like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
Or find each one of us individually on Facebook and just like us as people.
Well, you have to friend us.
Just like us in your heart.
Yeah. How about you just like us in your heart?
We don't care. Yeah, you don't even have to be our friends.
You don't even have to tell us.
No.
You can just.
But leave comments. If you want to leave comments. If anyone's listening to this, just leave a little comment.
And just say, I love you guys.
Or whatever you want to say.
No.
Even if we're shit, you don't like us.
Yeah.
You think we're shit.
Actually, I think that's probably more like you guys are fucking horrible. Why are you guys doing this?
I would like to hear more of that.
Nobody's going to listen to this. Nobody's going to listen to this.
I would like that.
Yeah. I would appreciate the honesty. All right.
Tell us how we can do better.
All right. Well, see you guys next time.
Yep.